Illustrations by Pete.
Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and today I finally have gotten my hands on the Derwent Graphitint Pan set. Now, here's the thing. This thing has been out for over a year, and every time I go to get it, it says sold out. But then they come out with the new products this year, and as soon as they do that, those products are always sold out, and these products are now available. So I was very excited about these, except for those first couple of colors, which are not light fast, which is a little disappointing because there's a lot of options there for the Derwent Graphitint. I think there's 24 colors. There's only 12 pans. So they could have picked other colors, maybe ones that were a little bit more light fast, but that is okay. Here's the thing. I'm excited. If you remember, the Derwent Graphitint pencils are some of my favorite pencils ever. They're very limited color, very muted colors, but I love them. They're beautiful color. They're really nice to work with. They lay down very velvety. The colors are incredible. And afterwards, they have a little bit of a sparkle to them. It's just like an added texture that the pencils themselves have. And I was thinking, you know, Derwent has the Inktense line, and they have the Inktense pencils, and then they have the full line in blocks. I know no one at Derwent is ever going to hear this, but please, if someone does, if the stock boy at Derwent can, or stock woman, I don't care which one, but anyway, if that person at Derwent just hears this video, comes across it by chance, here's what I would like. Just run this up the chain so that they know. I would love if they made the blocks of these, not just this little pan set. If they made the full set of the Derwent Graphitint and blocks, that would be amazing, because the pans are kind of small, and I know that they're going to run out very quickly, and I'm going to be very sad, and hopefully I can still get them for a long time. But that's really, these are great. They work wonderfully. The colors come out very vibrant, even for muted colors. They come out very vibrant. They're very present themselves. So I wanted to do this because I've been waiting for these for so long, and now they're here, and I'm happy about it. I'm very excited that they're here finally. Then you can use the pencils with them. If they don't have all the colors, you can just add them with the pencils, but still, I like having the ability to have the blocks or the pans or whatever, however they want to do it. But please make the whole line available. There's other colors that are not available here, and that's a shame. I don't know if they are. I have to check. Maybe they sell them separately somewhere. I don't know, but I'll see. Alright, I want to talk about something, but in order to do that, I have to show you how I got there. So I want to mention 3 other YouTubers real quickly. They are a part of this story you'll see here in a second. So the first person is someone who I have recently reconnected with, a very good friend of mine when I was younger, a very important person in my life, and recently through YouTube we have reconnected, and she's just a wonderful person, and I didn't know she had a YouTube channel. She just started commenting on some of my videos, and I did not know that she was making videos also, but I did find her videos, and she does, her name is Larsen, and she does like cosplay outfits really, really well, and goes step by step. Her production quality in her videos it puts me to shame. It's head and shoulders above anything that I do here. It is really done. She does it very well. And she also does some other stuff. She does props, she does decorations, she just did something. It was a tombstone from Nightmare Before Christmas, and she painted it and showed you how to get the texture and the depth and make it look real old and crusty, and it was really well. She also did, and I hope she forgives me if I say this wrong, because I know this is one of her favorites, but was Hocus Pocus, I believe, and she did a book from there. And this is not just something you'd say, hey, someone went into a store and just slapped some stuff together. This is like what you'd expect to see in a prop store. I mean, you'd go in there and it looks like it is movie quality props that are just on the shelf, and that's what she's doing, and she's good at it. It's really, she does it really well. So I'm really happy to see her doing something that she enjoys doing, and she does it amazingly well. So if you want to check her channel out, it's Robin Larsen DIY, and I'll stick it down below and you can check that out. The next person I want to mention is Angela Porter. Now, Angela Porter she does these doodles, and they're very good. They're very well done. But what really sets her work apart is that the page she's putting it on, she has treated in some way. I don't know, there's some kind of weird magical thing to her paper, and it looks distressed, or it adds so much depth and dimension to what she's doing, the doodle that she's doing on the page, that the page itself is a work of art before she puts anything on it. And then she puts something on it, and if that wasn't enough to take it a step further, she is an amazing colorist. It almost looks like her work is moving, the way she paints it and the depth that she gives it. It's absolutely beautiful. I love looking at her work. And she has such a gentle personality about her, just a wonderful person. And I really appreciate her work. I encourage you to go look at it. I will list her channel page down below as well. And the last person that I want to mention today is Kristie Bittleston over at Metta Studio. Here's the thing, and I don't know, I've not actually had a formal conversation with her, but just some back and forth stuff. And I believe if you sat us down at a table and you had 10 topics on the table written down on a piece of paper, we may disagree on 8 out of the 10 or 7 out of the 10 things that are on that paper. But she seems to be the type of person that would only focus on the 2 or 3 things that we had in common and that we were unified on, and focus on those things and only those things, as if the other things never even existed. She has just been very kind to me. She's been very gracious to me, promoting things that I'm doing, and her creativity overall will leave me in the dust. She does so many different things. Okay, this is something that many people don't know about me. I like old stuff, and when I mean old stuff, I mean old manuscripts and texts and papyri and that kind of stuff. So what she did a tutorial on how to do a wax seal, and it was the most interesting thing to me that I've ever seen. I love that kind of stuff, and she did that. And then she did this other thing where she makes jewelry, and she painted a mandala on a tea light candle holder, and the detail and the patience she had while she did it. It was a beautiful thing that she did. It was wonderful. I don't think I would have the patience to do that. I just like sneeze on the paper sometimes, but she did some really great work, and I really appreciate not only her art, but I really appreciate her personality. Is the first thing that struck me, was just how kind and wonderful she was. And so that leads me to what I want to talk about today. Can we all just try to be a little bit more gracious to each other? It is hard today with everyone jumping down everyone else's throat, isn't it? I mean, let me give you an example. So you might be a fan of something, and then they make a movie about it, and you go to the movie and you enjoy it and you post about it online or whatever you do, and then someone jumps down your throat because the director was involved in a scandal, and how can you support that actor who was in that movie when they said this in 1987, and how can you go to that movie theater when it was founded by someone 3 generations ago who ate this food, which, you know, it was really not made from this food, but it was made from a different food in which they were cruel to an animal who is now endangered, and, you know, they wore clothes made by these people who were paid terribly and couldn't afford the clothes that they were making. Or how about, I can't believe you buy this brand of paint since someone else who worked there said this and it was offensive, and then they weren't fired, and that company then supports that person. And you know, there are enough things in life to be upset about. You could find anything. Look, if you really wanted to, you look at the clothes you wear, the food you eat, the stores you shop at, the supplies you use, the car you drive, the brand of gas you use, the toothpaste, mouthwash, the sunglasses you put on your face, the cosmetics you use, the deodorant you put on, and you know, you get the picture. There are so many things in your life, and I'm sure someone can find something tied to that is negative and jump down your throat. And I'm not against, spreading awareness about things, but it is most likely physically impossible to change everything based on what is important to every other person. In other words, you will not fix that person when you tell them. They will continue to live by their own convictions, just like you live by yours. And even if they want to change, they already are working hard on so many other things that it may be difficult. That thing may not be as important as the other things to them. And I'm not saying that, like I said, it's not that you shouldn't spread awareness of things if you want to. That's wonderful. But if you know that someone is a kind and nice person, they're loving, they try to be the best person that they can, and maybe, just maybe, we can just extend a little bit of grace to each other and just treat each other with a little bit more respect and be a little bit nicer to each other. And I don't know of a more miserable existence than being consumed by hatred and just looking for reasons to pick people apart. And some people live their life like that. But what's important to me might not be important to you, and that's okay. That doesn't make us enemies. And if you think it does, then maybe I don't have any use for you. But this is the thing. I am terribly flawed. I am the least perfect person that I know, and if you are looking for a reason to dislike me, you will quickly find one. And I really can't afford to have those people in my life. I really can't, because I have enough issues that I have to deal with, that if I have some people nitpicking, it's just not healthy. So, I do my best. That's all I can do. That's all I expect from other people. If you treat me with respect, I treat you with respect. And if you are a respectable person, then I treat you with respect. That's all I really look for. And that's why I enjoy so many of you. These people that I brought up here in the first part of the video, they're kind to me. They are gracious to me. Two of them have never even met me. They don't know me from anyone. And yet the kindness that they're showing to me is not something that I deserve. It's something that they're giving to me. They're offering that first, before they know who I am. And that says a lot about them. It says a lot about their character. And I'm just proud and happy that they have allowed me to be a part of their community. And I don't want to take away from the fact, hey, look, it's okay to disagree. Disagree and move forward. You want to talk about it? Talk about it. You talk about it with respect. And then if you don't want to talk about it, don't talk about it. But, here's how I look at it. There are so many areas in life where it sucks your energy. It takes anything that you have built up, your momentum, whatever you want to call it. It takes the life out of you. It really does. You're constantly fighting with, you might be fighting with your job, fighting with family, or fighting with whoever it is you're fighting with. And you've got to fight with society, and you've got to fight with this and that. But when you have a community of people that come together, that should be an area where you can draw some strength from. Not so much, and I'm not saying that you're just taking and taking, but it's where we build each other up and we kind of look out for each other. And I'll tell you, sometimes that is a hard thing to find. And when you do find that, you need to hold on to it, because it's very important in life. It really is. Okay, enough of the feely stuff. I want to get back to this real quick. So I did really enjoy these pans. They re-wet very easily. They were very easy to use. I enjoyed it tremendously. And I didn't, but you can always go back over. Once you lay out a flat color, a flat wash, you can always go back over with the pencils and get some more detail. I didn't do that because I was using some pen and ink to get that detail, but and this, the drawing to the left and this drawing are cross sections of something for something that I'm working on, because I'm always working on about 100 things at once. That's why I never get anything done. But this is just something that's a little bit different that I was working on as well. And so they're cross sections, but I didn't label anything yet because that's going to be a surprise. And also I have no idea what they're cross section of. I got to kind of make that up yet. So anyway, I've really enjoyed this. I enjoyed the chat we just had. Thank you for spending some time with me. Here's a few more videos popping up on the screen that you may enjoy if you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next video.